Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star episode number 360 based on novel. So let's start. Guarding Godly Master? Luophone was startled. 9 Remoteness Master was a guarding Godly Master of Ancestral God School. Guarding Godly Masters were the top seniors among the sub-members of the Ancestral God School, and they were at the same level as Beast Gods. No wonder they've been helping me like that. It's because they want me to be a guarding Godly Master, Luophone thought. I still need a Supreme True Treasure to protect me when I am dealing with Universe Supreme Masters. However, if I become a Universe Master, my godly power will surge again, and so will my willpower. After that, I won't need a Soul-type True Treasure to defend myself against an illusion by Virtual Real Devil Master. Luophone was indeed powerful, and he wanted to fight Universe Masters. However, he still needed Star Tower to protect his life when he came across Universe Supreme Masters. Sitting Mountain Guest was indeed accurate about him. He had said that Luophone could roam the universe as long as he had Star Tower, and a different translation of that was that Luophone did still have to fear some beings without it. Though Luophone understood that the Ancestral God School had protected him for their own benefit, he was still grateful. After all, they did this because they thought highly of Luophone. Besides, based on the information he collected, there were no confrontations between the Ancestral God School and the human race, and the Ancestral God School promised before that human submembers wouldn't be required to fight the human race, and submembers could refuse to accept a particular task. Virtual Real Devil Master came after you once, so you know how much the bug race, automaton race, and demon race want you dead. Double-Face Ancestral God gazed at Luophone. Think carefully about what you should do. I know. Luophone nodded. Of course, don't be worried, either, said Double-Face Ancestral God. Virtual Real Devil Master is a Universe Supreme Master. Since he failed, at least we know he won't come here and try to kill you again. As for asking another Universe Supreme Master, that's not easy. The bug race, automaton race, and demon race might not be willing to. They failed the first time, and if they try it and fail again, it's like giving out true treasures for free. Double-Face Ancestral God smiled. Think about what you should do. I'll go back to the Ancestral God Palace. Double-Face Ancestral God turned around and walked away. After 3 steps, his shape was blurred. Back to Ancestral God Palace? Luophone nodded. Of course. He was an Ancestral God, and he had been doing him a large favor by disguising himself beside him. He couldn't be his spy forever. I'll go back to my God country first. Luophone turned around and walked back to his palace. Then he left Redbud Island and went back to his God country. In his God country, the boundless remote ocean was sensing the universe origin and absorbing godly power. After all, only 1/8 of the ocean had finished being transformed when turning to a universe knight. Star Tower, said Luophone. He wore his silver armor and silver wings and was standing atop the ocean. Golden Horned Beast flew toward him. It became a golden horned beast 1,000,000 miles long with a huge star tower on its head. The golden horned beast had been studying the engravings on Star Tower for all these years. The engravings were extremely intricate, which baffled people. Luophone was only able to recognize 3 levels and fully comprehend the first level. Come. Luophone reached out his hands. Star Tower flew toward him, shrinking, and fell into his palm. Guard the soul. Star Tower went into Luophone's body and floated at the center of Luophone's chest. Tower Pearl flew back to Star Tower. The Tower Pearl itself was able to guard the soul. As for the complete Star Tower, it was much more efficient at guarding the soul. Countless threads spread from Star Tower like a net coming from Star Tower. They covered Luophone, and each trace of godly power had its life imprint protected. Luophone was awed. Tower Pearl was like a giant boulder guarding the soul, yet Star Tower was more like a towering mountain. Even now, it felt much more stable. No wonder it's a supreme true treasure. Luophone was pleased. It was known that a supreme true treasure could be a guarding treasure, but even some Universe Supreme Masters didn't have supreme true treasures. I still need to be careful even if the first Universe Supreme Master failed. Luophone immediately connected to the virtual universe with his mind. I tried to search for the information about Universe Supreme Masters before, but I couldn't. Now that I've been deemed a top-tier Universe Overlord, my access authority should be higher. Inside Luophone's habitation on Thunder Island, in a quiet palace. Luophone stared at the screen in front of his desk. My access authority is indeed high. Luo Feng smiled. Last time, he had the access authority of a secondary universe knight. This time, Luo Feng had the access authority of a 7-star universe overlord. Master, Barbata replied. This was, of course, a subsidiary intelligent part of Barbata while the original body was training on the Earth. Barbata had become undying with the resources provided by Luo Feng. However, undying fighters were too weak to meddle in the sort of the fights Luo Feng was dealing with. That was why he still stayed on the Earth. Barbata did, however, provide a great deal of help for Luo Feng's family. Search for Universe Masters and Universe Supreme Masters, said Luo Feng. Yes. Information showed up on the screen. Luo Feng clicked on the first result, as it usually contained the most information. It's indeed different to have the access authority of a 7-star universe overlord. I can learn many top-tier secrets. Luo Feng smiled and kept reading. All the creatures in the universe were children of the universe, and the universe loved them. Special life forms had eternal lives when they were first born. Ordinary life forms, however, had to become undying before they had eternal lives. Otherwise, they would die. There was no need to elaborate on non-undying. Undying fighters were those who fully comprehended the easiest laws and gained eternal lives with the help of Law Ocean. Universe Knights were those who had fully comprehended space law or time law. They had stronger godly bodies and had high law comprehension. As for Universe Masters, they had fully comprehended one of the merge laws. Once becoming a Universe Master, they would be able to control space and time. These were all gifts from the universe. Undying fighters, Universe Knights, and Universe Masters. The universe origin was bestowing them with endless godly power. And perhaps inherited techniques, complete control over space and time, and the power to turn back time. The universe origin would still treat Universe Masters as their children and take care of them. And it wouldn't disturb their training. However, there was no clear way to become a Universe Supreme Master. All the methods they tried before would be rendered useless. Other great beings couldn't follow the same path to become Universe Supreme Masters. Besides, after all the efforts, wisdom, and luck, Universe Supreme Masters were able to control the law. They could even make their own laws. As such, they would be suppressed and constrained by the universe. The universe would take care of a being when it became a Universe Master from a weaker one. However, Universe Supreme Masters were constrained by the universe, so constrained that they could only wield power slightly stronger than the most powerful Universe Masters. Regardless, they were so powerful that it was easy for them to resurrect universe overlords. Besides, if a Universe Supreme Master killed a Universe Knight or a Universe Master, they would be punished because Universe Knights and Universe Masters were protected by the universe. And the more powerful the Knight or Master they killed, the more severe the punishment would be. The punishment of killing a Universe Overlord was nothing to a Universe Supreme Master. Killing a Universe Master would be costly. As for Universe Masters like Primal Chaos City Leader or Nine Remoteness Master, even Universe Supreme Masters could try to kill them without worrying about the punishment. They wouldn't be able to do so, as they could only wield limited power. Luo Feng was dazed. The universe favors and nourishes everything, he murmured. However, after becoming a Universe Supreme Master, one will be suppressed and constrained. And killing Universe Knights and Universe Masters is punishable. So bizarre. They are all lives born in the primal universe, and they are all nourished and cared for. However, once someone becomes a Universe Supreme Master, he will be suppressed. And each Universe Supreme Master needs to find his own way to make a breakthrough? Luo Feng realized that Universe Supreme Masters must have a bigger secret, a secret regarding why the original universe tried to suppress them. However, his access authority was not yet high enough for him to know about this secret. Luo Feng leaned back and put his legs on the desk. He kept his eyes closed and reviewed what he had just read about Universe Masters and Universe Supreme Masters. There are differences between the power of Universe Masters, and it's difficult for a Universe Master to kill another one unless there is a huge gap of power between them. As for Universe Supreme Masters, they are slightly stronger even than the most powerful Universe Masters, but they are rare. There is only one Universe Supreme Master within our race, and he is Huge Axe Creator. Besides, if they kill Universe Masters, they'll be punished by the universe. Which makes it extremely difficult for Universe Masters to die. Luo Feng nodded. It didn't necessarily mean that their power prevented them from dying. But apparently, this was one of the reasons it was unlikely. Aside from that, some supreme beings weren't willing to act on something unless the valuables were attractive enough, such as the fights for true treasures on the original stars. Those were some of the only scenarios that would lead to the deaths of universe masters. What should I do? The automaton race, demon race, and bug race asked a universe supreme master to kill me. What should I do? Luo Feng kept thinking. Even a fool could tell that virtual real devil master had been hired by the bug race, demon race, and automaton race. Ancestral God defended me this time. However, he can't keep being my bodyguard. What am I going to do next time? Although it's almost impossible for the three races to invite a universe supreme master to attack me again, they might be more well prepared next time. It's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. Luo Feng frowned. It was tricky. He had a supreme true treasure, Star Tower, and he didn't need to be afraid of universe supreme masters. But it was also a problem for him. How could he defend himself against a universe supreme master? Was a top-tier universe overlord able to resist a universe supreme master? What a joke! If he did, everyone would be able to figure out that he must own an incredible true treasure, otherwise, there would be no way he could survive against a universe supreme master. If a universe supreme master comes to kill me and ancestral God can't stop him in time, my secret will be exposed. Luo Feng kept thinking. He wouldn't just die that easily. If pressed, he would fight. And if he survived against a universe supreme master, everyone would figure out that he had an incredible valuable. Besides, the disappearance of Star Tower had led to turmoil in the universe, and if Luo Feng could survive against a universe supreme master, many would surmise that Luo Feng had something to do with Star Tower. If that happens, I'll be in deep trouble, he mumbled. Perhaps there are quite a few universe supreme masters who have their eyes on Star Tower, and if they speculate that I took it, they'll come after me. They won't need the request of the bug race, demon race, or automaton race. Then what would I do? Hide? I'm not going to live in Star Tower forever. Luo Feng kept contemplating with his eyes closed. There are two ways, he decided. 1. I hide in the original universe until I become a universe master. However, it is extremely difficult to turn into a universe master from a universe knight. I might not be able to make it even if I spend another 180 million years. Besides, the longer it takes, the more anxious and angrier those three alliances will get. They might even attack my family. The fight among great beings rarely involved families, but this guideline only applied to the human race. However, killings among races were ruthless, as the ultimate goal was to annihilate the enemy races. They would go to any lengths. Remote Ocean Body, who was more powerful than top-tier universe overlords, was guarding Earth, and it was heavily defended. Unless a universe master was sent out. Second, I can trick them into thinking that I'm a universe master. Luo Feng thought. Why are they so keen to kill me? Because they are afraid I'll become a universe master. If they believe I already am a universe master, they'll regret that they didn't kill me earlier. Even if they want to ask a universe supreme leader to kill me, they won't agree to do so as easily, as the punishment for killing a universe master is really heavy. Two options. Luo Feng immediately eliminated the first possibility, as he didn't know how long it would take him to become a universe master. Plenty of universe knights remain stuck at the universe overlord level for an eternity. Besides, he hadn't even completed the 5th level of the Beast God path yet. It'd take him a very long time to complete the 7th level of the Beast God path. Besides, teacher sitting mountain guest also didn't want him to hide and train himself. Instead, he wanted him to fight to improve himself. He might never become a universe master if he just kept practicing in a safe place. I can only choose the second option, said Luo Feng. Okay. I'll disguise myself as a universe master. My godly body is very close to that of a universe master. Based on the information he gathered, a godly body would surge 100 times when someone turned from a universe knight to a universe master, which meant the weakest universe masters' godly bodies were as powerful as universe knights with life gene level of 10,000 times. Godly bodies are equal, thought Luo Feng. And my mind and willpower are at universe master level. So are my techniques. He nodded. I have a pinnacle technique of universe masters, Golden Mountain, and an ultimate technique of universe masters, Golden Light. If I perform these two techniques often, I'll demonstrate that I have the power of a universe master. The only weakness is that I'm not able to control the space and time. Control over space and time could both suppress enemies. And it could also be used to reverse time to resurrect some universe knights and undying fighters. The fights between universe masters are so intense that control over space and time is useless. It's only used to restrain the weak. No one will force me to resurrect anyone by turning back time. Okay, Luo Feng said with a nod. It was completely feasible. The most convincing one was his techniques. He needed to perform his Universe Master level techniques Golden Mountain and Golden Light more often to let more supreme beings know. They would quickly see that they were techniques of the Universe Master level, and engraving picture path was obviously a secret. Only Universe Masters were able to create ultimate techniques of Universe Masters. This was common sense in the original universe, without knowledge of engraving picture path. I can totally do it. Luo Feng nodded. I just need to prove it by fighting. Since Luo Feng was determined to make all the races in the universe believe that he was a Universe Master, he needed to prove it in battle. And the fights needed to be credible. Teacher Sitting Mountain Guest wanted me to kill 10 Universe Overlords or 1 Universe Master, and if I can accomplish that, he'll make me a pinnacle true treasure. I can't guarantee that I can kill a Universe Master, as I've never fought one, and I might not be able to control it. I can't make any mistakes. It needs to be a perfect fight. I need to thrill all the races and convince them that I'm a Universe Master. I need to let the bug race, the demon race, and the automaton race believe that I've become a Universe Master and that it will be costly to kill me. Luo Feng stood up immediately. Barbata, he shouted. The intelligent life form answered, Master? Gather all the information on the top-tier Universe Overlords from Demon Race, the Automaton Race, and the Bug Race, and the top-tier Universe Overlords of the alliances they belong to. I'll read all the information and pick some to fight. He had decided to pick from the 3 races. Yes, Master. After only a short while. All the information has been gathered, said Barbata. The information is very detailed. It includes their past, their fighting records, their power, and the true treasures they have. I'll read them one by one, said Luo Feng. Just when Luo Feng was choosing his prey, he received an email from Primal Chaos City Leader. It simply read, Come. Luo Feng immediately stopped and rushed to the godly palace where Primal Chaos City Leader was staying. Endless air permeated, and a round table that looked like jade was placed in front of the godly palace. There were 2 beings sitting there. One of them was Primal Chaos City Leader while the other was a giant man with a dragon tail who wore baggy armor. He sat there like a mountain. Luo Feng immediately realized that he was also a Universe Master. Luo Feng, this is Longyang Master, Primal Chaos City Leader said when he saw Luo Feng. Teacher, Longyang Master. Luo Feng gave a salutation. Luo Feng. Primal Chaos City Leader turned around. I called you here for something vital. Based on our intelligence, something big happened in the Ancestral God School. The Supreme True Treasure 5-color Aurora Lake suddenly disappeared before it showed itself again, yet no candidates on Redbud Island know what happened. Do you know what that means? That means a space and time were controlled, and none of the great beings knew what happened. Though Universe Masters are able to control space and time, they are not capable of doing that, continued Primal Chaos City Leader. Only Universe Supreme Masters can. Universe Supreme Masters cover everything, and that 5-color Aurora Lake disappeared. It's likely that a Universe Supreme Master trespassed in the center of the Ancestral God School. Primal Chaos City Leader looked at Luo Feng. Did that Universe Supreme Master go after you? The moment the higher-ups of the human race like Primal Chaos City Leader caught wind of the news, they deduced that the intruder on Redbud Island must have been a Universe Supreme being. That was the first thought that immediately came to their minds. The Bug Clan, Demon Clan, and Automaton race already wanted to eliminate Luo Feng, and he was on Redbud Island all this while. When backed into a corner, the 3 pinnacle races would go for the most reliable method, getting a Universe Supreme being to do the killing. This was a possibility. Once they arrived at this conclusion, Primal Chaos City Leader was quite shaken. Fortunately, Luo Feng's consciousness was always connected to the virtual universe, so Primal Chaos City Leader was aware that Luo Feng was alive. That was when he could calm himself down. However, Primal Chaos City Leader was also confused. If a Universe Supreme Being was there to kill Luo Feng, then there should not have been any chance of failure unless Luo Feng was fast enough to self-destruct. If killing Luo Feng was not the motive, then what was going on? That Universe Supreme Being was Virtual Real Devil Master, Luo Feng said in a respectful manner. Virtual Real Devil Master? Long Yang Master and Primal Chaos City Leader were flustered. Indeed, he came to Redbird Island to kill me. Luo Feng considered for a short while, then decided to tell them the truth. After all, from a normal perspective, he was an up-and-coming great being among the humans. If the bug soldiers, demons, and automaton race were doing all they could to eliminate him, then naturally, the human race would do all they could to protect him. He was a target for assassination by a universe supreme being, so by right, the human race should be doing something to help him. To depend solely on himself for a hard fight should not be necessary. He would first see what the race would do. He was there to kill you? Primal Chaos City Leader asked with a trace of fervor in his eyes. If Virtual Real Devil Master made a trip personally, how did you manage to escape? Long Yang Master could not help asking. Primal Chaos City Leader said, if Virtual Real Master was there, given his power, the Island Master of Redbird Island would not have been able to stop him. As for your ancestor god from the Ancestral God School, he may not be able to make it in time to stop him. How could you? Teacher, it was Ancestor God who saved my life, Luo Feng informed them. Long Yang Master and Primal Chaos City Leader exchanged eye contact. Both of them had reached a conclusion based on the information they received. Being able to make use of the five-color Aurora Lake without being discovered by any of the candidates on Bohinia Island was a feat that only Ancestor God could achieve. What neither could comprehend was how Ancestor God could have made it there in time to intervene. Battles among the great always happened at breakneck speed. If it wasn't for Ancestor God, I'm afraid, Luo Feng shook his head as he recalled. Since the time I gained recognition as a top-tier universe overlord and first arrived at Redbird Island, Ancestor God has been secretly staying in seclusion by my side. For 62 years, he has been my neighbor. Ah? Neighbor? Long Yang Master and Primal Chaos City Leader were taken aback, shocked that Ancestor God held Luo Feng with such high regard and was willing to be his bodyguard. He was, after all, the greatest authority in the entire Ancestral God School. This was such a beautiful gesture, for the highest being of the top power of the universe to stay by his side for so long, just to protect him in the dark. It was a gesture that would touch anyone's heart. Where are you now? Primal Chaos City Leader asked right away. For now, I am temporarily out of Redbird Island, Luo Feng replied. You had better not go back yet. The bug soldiers, automaton race, and demons may have failed this time around, but it is hard to say. They may be back any time. Primal Chaos City Leader ordered solemnly, you may go for a silent retreat for now. As to how we should deal with your problems, I need some time to ponder. Noted. Luo Feng bowed before the two and within a blink of the eye, vanished into thin air. Long Yang Master and Primal Chaos City Leader contemplated the problem in silence for some time. Primal Chaos City Leader, Long Yang Master said, finally breaking the silence, Redbird Island is no safe ground. The three races are determined to kill Luo Feng. Their desire is so strong that it is frightening. Previously, we were just making conjectures, but we had not expected everything to come true. Especially when the opponent was Virtual Real Devil Master, the one who was most highly skilled in creating illusions. When used against someone like Luo Feng, who has the talent technique of dividing bodies, his skills would be a most frightening threat. I will inform Huge Axe and gather the Universe Masters to discuss this matter. Primal Chaos City Leader could not contain his anxiety any longer. When all the Universe Masters of the human race were once again gathered together for a discussion, Luo Feng was back in one of the chambers of his palace, continuing to browse through information on the numerous top-tier universe overlords. In my human race, if I count myself, then there will only be 4 top-tier universe overlords, he mumbled to himself. Automaton race has 4 top-tier universe overlords. The Demon Clan has a total of 21 top-tier universe overlords. After all, within the Demon Clan, there are different bloodlines that are ranked on different levels. There are quite a few with the talent technique of dividing bodies, so the number of top-tier universe overlords is quite a lot. The Bug Clan, it has 81 universe overlords, of which only 2 are top-tier universe overlords. However, the moment universe overlords of the Bug Clan make use of the Bug Ocean combat tactic, they are comparable to top-tier universe overlords of other races. Luo Feng nodded to himself. The Bug Clan was a frightening presence. The Bug Mother Queen alone would only have the combat power at the level of a universe overlord. But she would do all she could to create a clan of bug warriors that were of universe knight level. Although she only had a massive godly body, she could distribute consciously to every warrior, allowing every single one of them to possess extremely powerful combat skills. Alliance Clan of the Automaton race, a total of 12 top-tier universe overlords. Alliance Clan of the Demon Race, a total of 16 top-tier universe overlords. Alliance Clan of the Bug Race, a total of 9 top-tier universe overlords. Who should I choose? Luo Feng eliminated the Bug Clan first. Mother Queen Overlord of the Bug Clan was not a fearsome figure individually, but she could control and manipulate a massive number of Bug Warriors. Even if he could kill those Bug Warriors one by one, their queen would still be able to make an unhurried but speedy escape with her warriors warding her off. The Automaton Race? It had a total of 4 top-tier universe overlords, just like the human race previously had a total of 3. The true treasures under their possession were extremely powerful. And they were all positioned in restricted grounds of the Automaton Race, just like how Heaven Erosion Palace Master and Star Prison Devil Master of the human race were in restricted grounds within the human domain. Demon Clan it shall be, said Luo Feng. The Demon Clan has a great number of top-tier universe overlords, and they are very scattered. Luo Feng looked at all the information suspended in mid-air and suddenly looked to one set of information. This is the one. Skyflower Knight. Skyflower Knight was a top-tier universe overlord of the Demon Clan. Within the Skywolf Clan, he was only second to Skywolf Master. He was the pride of the Skywolf Clan and was the special disciple of Skywolf Master. He was also the disciple of the clan's Dream Demon ancestor. Skyflower Knight? Skywolf Master? Luo Feng laughed light-heartedly. He recalled that unforgettable time where he had attempted to make it out of Ice Hell. That almighty Skywolf Master had attempted to kill him. Fortunately, Primal Chaos City leader Teacher had appeared and had come to his rescue. Skyflower Knight, just your luck, said Luo Feng. You are the chosen one. After he had decided on his prey, Skyflower Knight, Luo Feng started searching for various detailed information to devise his plot. He looked into the true treasures, techniques, and related information to understand his own powers, and also, he looked into possible places of residence. While Luo Feng was planning, he received a call from Primal Chaos City leader. Luo Feng. Come to Primal Chaos Ruins to meet me. Yes, teacher. Luo Feng put everything aside. Since it was a command from his teacher, he wasted no time in making a speedy departure from his god country. He arrived at the headquarters of the Virtual Universe Company, boarded a planet ship, and traveled through the Universe Tunnel to arrive at Primal Chaos City. Walking within the palace, every guard that he met along the way was very respectful. In the middle of the vast Primal Chaos ruins, Primal Chaos City leader sat cross-legged as he waited for Luo Feng. When Luo Feng was near him, he opened his eyes. Teacher? Luo Feng gave a slight bow. With a wave, Primal Chaos City leader threw something in the form of a ray of light that flew toward Luo Feng. Luo Feng caught the ray with one hand and looked down to see a triangular crystal in his palm. It was like an amethyst, with beautiful, ancient yet simple floral patterns. The crystal exuded a strangely attractive charm. This is a senior soul-type true treasure that is more superior than those on the same level, Primal Chaos City leader said. Its original name is Afterimage. Afterimage, said Luo Feng. Luo Feng was stunned. Previously, when he traded for the top-tier true treasure blade, Ghost Blade, he had scanned the catalogue of items for trade. With his photographic memory, he would have naturally remembered everything that he had seen on the list after just one look. He clearly recalled that within one of the columns for soul-type true treasures, Afterimage had been worth a total of 620 true treasure points. Senior soul-type true treasures were much more valuable than the ordinary top-tier true treasure weapons. For top-tier true treasure blades, normally 80 true treasure points would suffice. However, senior soul-type true treasures would at least require 200 to 300 true treasure points. Afterimage was a notch higher than them all, reaching a value of 620 true treasure points. Of course, if it were a top-tier soul-type true treasure, its value would be much higher, as it was equivalent to weapons like Thousand Treasure River and Blade River Luo, which would usually require a few thousand true treasure points. Teacher, Luo Feng raised his head to look at Primal Chaos City leader. Primal Chaos City leader smiled. This is not from me. It is what our entire race is giving you. Of all our senior soul-type true treasures, this is the best of the best. Afterimage. Its value is worth a few pieces of top-tier true treasure weapons. This is a final decision the race made upon learning that Virtual Real Devil Master is hunting you down. We are giving you Afterimage to guard your soul. Your willpower and consciousness have reached the level of a Universe Master, Primal Chaos City leader continued, while Afterimage is one of the best senior soul-type true treasures. Even if you were to cross paths with Virtual Real Devil Master again, with Afterimage to guard your soul, at least your soul cannot be permeated and thereby controlled by another soul. You can still calmly self-destruct. Luo Feng nodded. Indeed, if it was a true top-tier universe overlord, and even if his soul was protected by a true treasure, in the face of a universe supreme being, there was still no means of escape. Normally, universe overlords in such a situation would choose to self-destruct. Being able to self-destruct was considered a form of success. But Luo Feng was different. He had the supreme true treasure Star Tower and the pinnacle true treasure Force Armor to protect his body. Luo Feng was still filled with gratitude. "Thank you, teacher," he said. He was indeed short of a soul-type true treasure. He might have Star Tower, but both his original Earthling body and his Golden Horned Beast body required a soul-type true treasure. Upon gaining Afterimage, Luo Feng decided right away. Afterimage shall be used by my original Earthling body, who used to have Force Armor, which in turn has the efficacy of weakening soul attacks. Afterimage and Force Armor shall work together. This would make them comparable to a top-tier soul-type true treasure. Then, even if I'm being attacked by Virtual Real Devil Master, I will not be afraid of being unable to ward off his attacks. Golden Horned Beast body has Star Tower. It has more than enough clout. If I were to venture out in the name of Blood Cloud Palace Master, at least I won't be putting the great name of Blood Cloud Palace Master to shame. Luo Feng secretly made this decision. This treasure's arrival was timely. Afterimage required 620 true treasure points. If Luo Feng were to contribute all of his remaining true treasures, he would still only have been able to obtain a fraction of this amount. With this true treasure, you can venture out to roam the universe, said Primal Chaos City leader. After all, it will not be that easy for the other three races like the Bug Soldiers to enlist the help of a universe supreme being again. You need not be overly worried. He continued solemnly. With the level of power you have now, you should be honing your skills through combat. The birth of universe masters has always been achieved through the tough training from battles. Just working hard in cultivation does not help one in becoming a universe master. You should go now. Understood. Luo Feng bowed and left right away. This video will end here.